up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job. It ain't easy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. The Jaguars at 2-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Right open.
Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
13, Lou. Go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
17.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Here we go.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Lance now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It's second back at the 36. Josh Allen. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Gray on the out route. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
At the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Jupiter, 11. Hey, kill.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Ready, set.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Now Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. They got his man complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
49ers 10. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Etienne once more. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Hey, Lion,
3rd and 8.
Take right open.
Now Lawrence now going to move them around.
Check smash. 11, Agate.
Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Taken in at the 11. And when it's it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. On the ball.
On 1st down, Lance. Able to find Gray here. And he's got room. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Niners have retaken the lead. What a 1st half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Take right open.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That went down the field for Strange. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
13, Lou. 30 left. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gray. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Red on red.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they're bringing down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now
he's got daylight down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 69 yards. And the Jags are an extra point away from drawing level.
And when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's start the big shot right now.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
11, Agate.
Handoff running left is Etienne. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
Take right open. 11, Agate.
Lawrence will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Go. Hey, I'm gun. Hey, smash.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A gain of 5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Hey, I'm gun.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Sink right. Red.
Going for it. Here's ETN. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Second and 1 now from the 21.
Ready?
Lance going to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Ready.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Lance looking to throw it. And Lance throws the interception, his third. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's second down at 5.
11. Think right. 30 left. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. For Washington with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Gold to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
11, Agate. 13, Luke.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Go.
Now Lawrence. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Gun.
Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Back to the ground with ETN. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Cleveland Furl, former high pick of the Raiders, in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 43 yards. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Come on, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Go, go, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Sink right. Left. Take right open.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the 2nd half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Jaguars, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.